Hi, thanks for joining us today. Today's training tip, I'm going to go over an exercise that I do with horses after we've put them through a program like this mare here. She's in our sale this fall and we've been roping on her this week. And when you're putting speed with anything, you're going to lose some of that softness, okay? So like we've been roping calves on this mare this week and running her up in there and roping and sticking her in the ground, and that makes a horse stiff in the head, neck, and shoulders. So what I'm going to do today is show you an exercise that I like to back up and do on these horses after we've been roping on them or running barrels on them. I'm just going to lope my horse in a circle, and I'm going to go into my stop. And when I go into my stop, instead of just leaving it at that, I'm going to flex this horse laterally, left and right, several times. And if you do this same exercise several times, you'll see your horse start to soften up in its head, neck, and shoulders. You know, just think about it. If every time you stop your horse or you work on this exercise and you soften them laterally, left, right, before long when your horse goes to stop, they're going to start anticipating that lateral flexion, and it's going to soften them up here in their head, neck, shoulders, and even in their rib cage some. Okay? So real simple exercise, but it's something that we get away from when we get these horses more advanced like Paisley is. Whoa. When she goes into her stop, which as you can see, she's got a real nice stop, but at the same time, I want her to stay soft in her head, neck, and shoulders, because I don't want my horse anticipating the stop with being just stiff like this. I want them to anticipate that stop with, okay, what's coming next? And so if you flex them laterally back and forth, and then off of that, then you can back them up, turn them to the right a step or to the left, turn them to the right, either direction. And that, in addition to the lateral flexion, will get that horse in the habit of planting that pivot foot. Okay? Say I've stopped my horse, I've flexed her laterally, left and right, and then I'm going to back her up and I'm going to step her one step to the left. If you do that, it also gets that horse establishing a pivot foot or a balance point when they turn. Okay? That's just a simple exercise that I think it's real important that with these horses, as we put more pressure on them and more speed, that you back up and build that foundation and go back to some of those fundamental exercises at times. That's our training tip for this week. Thanks for joining us and have a great week of training.